Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures with Edna. I'm Chris. This video I'm doing a voiceover because I found out that if you don't turn on the microphone, no sound will be caught up. And I got 34 minutes into this video before realizing that. So I figured I would try to do a little bit on what's actually going on here, just as a voiceover, like director commentary. So this was originally the opening to Edna Gets Wired Part 2, and I was explaining here that we were first going to relocate the license plate, just because you can't see most of it, since I did the new bumper on there, so I'm going to relocate it to just below the bumper. So what I'm doing here is I'm explaining that the bumper blocks most of the plate. If you're directly behind her, you can only see the EDN, so I'd like to be able to see all of it, so I don't get pulled over or get a ticket for that, especially if I go out of state. I'm going to go to Home Depot and Lowe's to get these brackets that I saw on a Facebook page when I was asking about how to relocate it, on the Ford F1 1948 to 1952 Facebook page, which is a pretty good page to go to. Good community of guys helping each other out. One guy suggested getting these brackets for electrical conduit that would bolt to the, basically they work like a C-clamp and clamp themselves to the bumper, and you can screw the license plate directly into it. So the plan is to run to Lowe's and Home Depot to get those. I don't remember what I was talking about here as I was driving to Lowe's, so we'll just skip that part. Just heading in here to head to the electrical department and see what I can find. This is just me walking into the store, and I was kind of mentioning that I don't know if I'm allowed to record in there, or I just never really recorded in any stores. I usually skip that part in my videos. I did notice a bunch of employees kind of looking at me, probably because they saw the microphone and the camera on the handheld, but nobody ever said anything to me, which was fine. Here I'm just looking through the various stuff trying to find the brackets. There's a lot of couplers and stuff like that, so I kind of had to look for a little while. This ends up being what I end up buying. It's just a bigger version. They didn't have anything any smaller. They only had that one size. A guy came over and he helped me. He was really nice, and they ended up not having it, and then I checked a couple other places and parts of the store just to see if they had it somewhere else, but they didn't. So I ended up leaving and going to Home Depot at that point. At Home Depot, there was this really neat little mini bike. I'd never seen anything like this before, but it was kind of cool. I can't see what it says on the engine cover at the moment, but it was kind of cool. So I just kind of took a quick moment to walk around it here. It says it's a moped, but it looks pretty cool anyway. Alright, so here I pretty much just walked straight to it because I kind of roughly knew where to go as far as the electrical and what I was actually looking for. Alright, so this is the brackets I ended up getting. I was kind of hoping they'd be a little bit smaller, but that was the smallest ones they had, so I went with them. I guess they ended up not being too bad. They had some that were a lot bigger, so I ended up getting 2 of those. Then I ran over to the aisle with the nuts and bolts and stuff to figure out what thread pattern it was where I was going to get the license plate. And I got some stainless steel screws to screw in there after I found out which ones they were. The self-checkout was actually kind of funny because the girl there that was running it was like watching me and trying to see what I was doing since I set up the camera to record myself while I scanned everything. She never said anything, but I could see her out of the corner of my eye just watching me. So this is pretty much as far as I got before I got home and realized that I hadn't been recording the audio the whole time. So I'll just go ahead and end it here. not my usual video since had to do the voiceover commentary, but anyway, don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Maybe at least if anything, this video ended up being a little bit funny. Thanks for watching Adventures with Edna, and we'll see you in the next one.